same old story. You know, I was right on the verge of becoming a really successful actress, and then that was when I was bitten by the secretarial bug. So, since I really, didn't want to be in the movies, I mean, I was sleepless once, too. But that was in Bakersfield. Anyway, I decided to do the challenging thing, and that was to become a secretary. Hello, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? No, I don't think you are.
What do you think about Thorne and Macy? Their marriage?
Well, I don't know, Anthony. I'm starting to wonder whether those two aren't doomed.
Have they ever had a stable relationship?
Well, yeah, sure, in the beginning. But, ever since, it's kind of been like, I don't know, kind of like daylight savings time. They spring forward and then they fall back. Oh. Why do you ask?
Thorne wanted to see me.
Ah, when?
Just after he and Macy separated. And I tell you, it was a very weird meeting. I got the impression that he was very subtly opening the door for me to make a play for Macy.
Why the heck would he do that?
Probably to test her. So
what are you going to do about it?
Well, I don't want to let the guy down. After all, he is a Forrester.
You're gonna go for it.
Do you think I can make it out of the batter's box?
I don't know, Anthony. She's awful upset.
Yes, it won't be easy. But I would love to help her forget that guy.
You really got a thing for her, don't you?
Oh, I could fall for Macy. Fall very hard.
Well, she's due in any minute.
I want you to do me a favor.
What?
When Macy gets here, give us 5 minutes, and I want you to call me from your desk.
Call you?
But not on the intercom. Use the regular line.
Right here.
And see if you can get me originals on those designs. I would love to have them.
Right.
Be sure to do exactly what I said.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Hi, Mace. Hi.
Well, how's it going?
Lousy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so am I.
Have you heard from Taylor?
No, she hasn't taken the time to call me, hardly taken the time to call Ridge.
She's probably very busy.
That excuse wore its luster off this past weekend.
Getting a little impatient myself. Not only Taylor, but with Ridge.
Yes, the picture in the newspaper.
I saw that nice tabloid shot. What's going on there?
He says nothing. And I hope he's right. Just like I hope there's absolutely nothing going on between Taylor and this man in Scotland.
Cream or sugar?
No, thank you. So you didn't just wake me up to have tea, did you?
No.
You said something about knowing what happened to my mother.
She's dead, isn't she, James?
Oh, yes, of course she's dead. I bludgeoned her to death, or maybe I stabbed her. Perhaps I just shoved her off a
James,
cliff.
I don't believe you killed her.
What did you say?
I said I don't think you killed her, but I do think she's dead. When did it happen? Recently? Was there an accident? Were you driving a car in which she was killed? Was it something like that?
Why are you so certain of this?
I went over some of our sessions. You said some things. Alone, they weren't terribly provocative, but grouped together as a whole, they pointed to your mother having died at your hands. And you feel responsible for it, even though it wasn't your fault. Tell me how it happened, James. Please, just tell me.
talk?
No?
I heard what happened.
It's personal, Anthony.
I know. I'm not trying to intrude.
Good.
But I have been through something similar.
Hasn't everyone?
I suppose, but I just thought maybe you'd like to get a bite to eat or something.
A bite to eat?
Hey, I'm just trying to be a friend.
Anthony, I don't want a friend, okay? It's nothing personal. I just do not want to talk about my marriage problems.
Got it.
Good.
Anthony Armando.
Phone 6 on line 1.
Oh, hi. What's up?
You asked me to call you.
What?
I said you asked me.
Oh, my God. Are you sure? How did that happen?
How did what happen?
No. It's okay. It's not your fault. Look, listen, I've got to go. I'm working.
Anthony? Is everything okay?
Yes, I just...
What is it?
My cat. I had a cat, and I had him for 9 years. He ran out on the street this afternoon. He was killed.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. I'll be all right. I don't want to burden you with this.
Hey, come here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't speak for Ridge or Brooke, but I do know my daughter.
Well, I thought I did, but now I'm beginning to wonder.
Stephanie, Taylor loves your son. She's not going to be unfaithful to it.
Normally, I would agree with you 1,000%, but Jack, this isn't a normal situation. These people have a past. He was her mentor in medical school. She had a schoolgirl crush on him, right? You told me that yourself. She idolized him. And now she's involved with him, trying to help him get through this terrible emotional crisis.
Are you saying that you think that she might be losing control?
Well, it could happen.
No, not to Taylor, not my daughter. I know her. She's professional. She's not going to cross over that line. Her relationship with James Warwick is entirely professional.
Is it that painful that you can't even talk about it?
It wasn't an accident.
James, I know you didn't kill your mother. It isn't within you. I was a fool to have even considered it, regardless of what your father said. But you have got to tell me. You have got to tell me how your mother died. James, please share this with me. I'll never reject you for it. Please, trust me. Tell me what you did to cause your mother's death.
You gonna be okay?
I just can't believe he's gone.
Must have been real close.
Oh, that little cat and I have been through so much together.
Well, 9 years is a long time.
Look, Macy, if you don't mind, I'd rather not think about it right now.
Oh, I understand. I can relate to that.
Looks like we both had a terrible loss. Oh, I'm not trying to compare mine to yours.
No. You lost your cat. I mean, Thorne is alive and well, even though my marriage may be dead.
Look, Macy, can I say something? Never mind.
Well, go ahead and say it, Anthony. I know I've been rough on you, and I'm sorry.
I think we're both pretty down. I could use some cheering up. Probably you could too. So why don't we take the rest of the day off?
I would never accuse your daughter of something. You know I love her.
I know that, Stephanie.
It's just... sometimes people get caught up in something.
Like Ridge is obviously caught up trying to help Brooke.
Exactly. And she's involved helping this Warwick through therapy. They're human beings. And sometimes something happens.
God, do they have any idea what they're risking? Do you think they know exactly what they could lose if they're not careful?
I can't believe that the two of them don't understand and don't realize the value of this marriage.
Well, look what they're doing. All right, maybe I'm overreacting when it comes to Taylor. Am I being that way about Ridge and Brooke?
No, I don't think you can overreact to that situation at all. You know I wouldn't trust Brooke as far as I can throw her. There isn't anybody in this world that I think is better for my son than your daughter. Look, we've got to try and help them realize the value of this marriage. I mean, this is a crisis. They have to know that they have our support.
You're right. What do I do to help Taylor?
Well, I think the first thing we've got to do is to try and get her back here as soon as possible.
I don't know if that's going to be possible. I know my daughter. If she's involved in the middle of therapy with her patient, she's going to stay on that course. Nothing and nobody is going to divert her from it. We may have to just wait until she gets Dr. Warwick through this crisis.
What if he doesn't want to get through the crisis? I mean, what if he doesn't? Jack, what if he's in love with her?
James, why can't you talk to me? What have I done? I feel like I've wronged you in some way.
My father wronged me, not you.
But I believed him.
No, you didn't. You were only trying to be objective.
Objectivity? What good is it when it causes you to lose your instincts? I should have known that you couldn't hurt your mother. How many times did you tell me that? James, please tell me what happened the day your mother died. Please tell me.
You still don't understand.
What do you mean?
It wasn't anything like what you're thinking.
Then tell me the way it was. Did your father kill her? Is that what happened?
Nobody killed her!
James, your mother is dead, and you have to accept that. Now, I think I know generally what happened. There was some sort of tragic accident, and you were involved, and that's why your father blames you for your mother's death.
My father blamed me for my mother's death all through my life. What? Even from the first moment that I could understand words, he told me that I killed her. But my mother, she wouldn't let me believe that. Oh, no, she kept me from his torment and his rage. She drew me in and she held me close. Even while he screamed at night outside my bedroom. I never could have made it without her, never.
She protected you? While your father was accusing you of killing her?
All through my life, she protected me from him. All of my life. I owe to her.
James, when were you born? Tell me when you were born.
June 29th, 1957.
You want to take the day off?
Macy, I could use it. I've been working full tilt here for the last 6 weeks, and now this thing with my cat.
Well, I could use it too.
Well, then, what do you say? Let's go out. Take a walk. Kick around Santa Monica, Venice.
No, you go, okay? And, I'll cover for you.
No, I don't want to go alone.
Well, take Keith. He's got the day off.
I want to go with you.
Come on, why? Be miserable company.
Well, then we'll go be miserable together.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, well, then we'll make it a lot of fun.
It's tempting.
Give in to it, Macy.
I'm not ready for this.
What? We're talking a mental health holiday here, not a major commitment.
Well, then I'm not ready for a mental health holiday.
I think you could use one, Macy.
I think you may be right. But I don't think I should take it with you.
Why not?
I just shouldn't. I'm gonna get back to work. I'll be in my mother's office.
There's something going on inside that woman. And it's got my name written on it.
Your mother. She died when you were born.
My mother didn't want me to think it was my fault.
You never knew her. She died giving birth.
I remember once when I was 4, I was playing with her jewelry and my father came in and he tore it out of my tiny hands and he whipped me across the face with it. "You killed her," he said. "You little murderer." But my mother said I wasn't to worry. She didn't blame me for it.
Oh, my God. What you've done for yourself, you've created yourself a mother to protect you from him.
How in her voice, how she could sing. It was like the wind across the moors. And we'd go on walks together and she would always tell me how good I was. That someday I would make her proud, and I promised her that I would.
You did. James, you made her so proud.
I know. And then she would say to me that I...
No, James. She never said anything. Not really. James, she wasn't real.
Of course she was real. I never could have survived without her.
That's true. You couldn't have survived without her. But that's what makes what you did so incredible. You created her, a flesh and blood fantasy to help you endure a childhood so filled with pain and sorrow and abuse.
No!
You know what I'm telling you is true, don't you, James?
Please don't leave me alone here.
No, I won't. I promise you I won't.
Oh, help me, Taylor. Help me through this.
James. I promise you, I will never leave you alone. You will always have my friendship.